you again.
Yeah, good to be seen.
My question is, what brought you to LA, and how do you sustain minimalism here? Like, not just personal clutter, mental clutter, financial clutter. So that's my...
There's a lot of clutter going on here in LA.
Yeah.
What was your name?
Stacy.
Stacy.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Is this your first time out?
No.
Oh, okay. Were you one of the original?
Yes.
Awesome. That is so cool.
I came out here for these guys, plain and simple. I just wanted to be around these guys as much as possible and do the kind of stuff that we're doing together and have fun with the adventure. So I'll spend most of my time addressing the second part of your question, like how do you do the minimalism thing in a place like LA? So 3 things, concisely. 1, I remember hearing Denzel Washington in an interview. Someone asked him, how do you cope with the fact that you live in godless Hollywood? And he says, what is that? Godless Hollywood. He goes, Hollywood is a geographical location. Speaking of godless Hollywood is like speaking of godless Nebraska or godless Chicago. But we have this habit of applying labels to certain places, and that way we can stereotype everyone who lives in that geographical location as being a particular way. And I think it's very important that when we talk about places like LA, that we resist the tendency to just lump everybody in the same category. There are a lot of people who've come out to LA for a lot of different reasons. Some of them only think about themselves. Some of them love the hell out of their families. Some of them are really ambitious. Some of them will disappoint you with their lack of ambition. Some of them are rich. Some of them are broke. Some of them are God-filled. Some of them are godless. Some of them are careless about the topic of God altogether. And we've just got to be open-minded with how we engage people in places and not allow ourselves to define a place by the label we attach to the geography, but by each individual that we encounter. Second thing I'll say, I have a little philosophy that's helped me out a lot in life. It's called mind your own business. And mind your own business is something that we typically think about when it comes to scandal, right? Here's a guy that's married. I'm out to eat one day and I see him at a restaurant with somebody that's not his wife. Mind your own business, TK, right? But we can also apply mind your own business to success. Here's a guy that owns 3 Teslas. He doesn't really need 3 Teslas. Mind your own business, TK. It's not your money, it's not your life, it's not your job to go around policing how well other people are at living their lives in accordance with your priorities. And I don't say that as a moralist. I don't say that as something that I think you're going to go to hell for doing. I say that as an advocate for inner peace, that it is very difficult to get on with your life and be happy with who you are and enjoy your existence if you're constantly in everyone else's business in terms of how good of a job they are and are not doing at the thing that you want to do. To me, the only life worth living is the kind of lifestyle that can be lived in an environment where the majority of people are not like me. How powerful, how meaningful can a lifestyle be if the only way you can implement it is if everybody around you is just like you? I want the kind of philosophy of life that says all of you can disagree with me, you can live in the completely opposite manner, and I can still show up and be my authentic self, unthreatened by you. That's power to me. The last thing I'll say, when it comes to living in geographical locations, I talked about this on a recent episode of The Minimalist. I had this friend who, back in the Blockbuster video days, he rent a movie, right? And you get like the movie for 3 days for $3 or something like that. And after he watched the movie, he would watch it again every day to get his money's worth. And I said, okay, do you do this with the bad movies too? And he says, yeah. I says, why? He goes, well, I paid $3. I got it for 3 days, so I got to get my money's worth. And I'm like, okay, but in an effort to save money, you're actually wasting your own time and wasting your own happiness by subjecting yourself to experiences that you say make you miserable, right? And I think that's another factor to keep in mind when thinking about places. You can say, well, I'm going to go live over there because you can get so many square feet for only so many dollars and it don't cost anything. Yeah, but if your soul feels dead inside when you're in that place, if you're not around people that you enjoy being around or doing work that you enjoy doing, well, then are you really saving money? You might be saving money, but at the expense of your soul. There are other ways to sell your soul besides making money. You can sell your soul in an effort to save money. And so minimalism isn't about saving money or making money. It isn't about having more stuff or getting rid of stuff. It's about making sure that I don't sell my soul in the way that I establish my relationship to stuff.
Did you enjoy this standalone Patreon highlight? If so, you can listen to full episodes of the Minimalists private podcast available exclusively on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/theminimalists or click the link in the description. Your support keeps our podcast and YouTube channel 100% advertisement free.